Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and this is the Realme X7 Max Milky Way edition. The X7 Max, probably one of the best smartphones under 30,000 right now, has everything packed in from a great display to a great performance and quite a good set of cameras, fast charging support, a good vapor cooling system inside it, 50-watt fast charging in fact, and it also has 5G with one of the best Dimensity chipsets out there. So it has Dimensity 1200, the 6 nanometer chipset, which is power efficient. It has dual SIM, dual standby with 5G. Obviously, 5G isn't there right now, but still there is something for the future. In case you're buying a flagship, obviously you'll be using it for a few years, and by then you can expect 5G to be rolled out. So this is the X7 Max, and what's interesting is this: you have the Milky Way. This is the new color variant, and this is just an unboxing and a quick overview of everything what is offered here, because obviously we've done the review of the smartphone, we have talked a lot about it, we've talked about what's good, what's not, and this becomes another good choice in the price range, because not just the specs or the features and also what is the performance, but also with the design. Now we'll take a look at the design and open the box package first to show you what all comes in the box. Obviously nothing different from what was offered earlier as well, but still let's do it if you're first time here and if you are looking out to buy this particular variant. So the major specs before we start: obviously Dimensity 1200 5G processor, 120Hz Super AMOLED display, and Super AMOLED, remember that, with 120Hz refresh rate, 50-watt Super Dart charging, and also the 64MP primary camera, that is Sony IMX682, and along with that you have an 8 megapixel wide angle camera, 2 megapixel macro camera, so a triple camera setup on the back, and on the front you have a Sony camera, and that is a 16MP Sony selfie camera on the front of the device. So as soon as we open the box package, what you would see is this: uncover the extraordinary speed. So that's the message from Realme, if particularly for this device. And you have the SIM ejector tool over here and a day to leap. That's the brand's motto most of the time. On most of their devices as well, they have that branding placed. And you have the transparent rubber cover with the instruction guide and the quick start guide and the safety guide. So these are the things that get included here. Now for the other accessories, this is the USB Type-C cable, and then let's pull out the phone, keep it aside, we'll obviously check it out fully. Before that, this is the Super Dart charger that comes inside the box package itself, and if you talk about the standards here, you would see 10V 6.5A. So you have 50-watt fast charging support for this device, but the charger that is given inside the box is a 65-watt one. So there is support for 65-watt in case you have any other device that needs a faster charging support and has the support for it. So this charger would help there. But obviously if you're charging this particular phone, it has a support for up to 50 watts, which would be given through this charger itself. So now this is the Realme X7 Max Milky Way edition. Pulling it out from the back itself, you'll directly be able to see how good this one looks. So Milky Way, that's what the name is for this particular variant, and obviously it has that glossy plus a matte finish. This is actually matte, it's not glossy, which actually gives you a pretty good smooth feel. It's not that hard matte, it's on this side as well, this straight line as well as this one here. It's a matte finish, a very soft matte finish, and it also gives you a lot of light reflection with different colors out there if you're keeping it against the light. And this is how it looks like, and you have the Realme Dare to Leap logo towards the center area, the demarcated area, which is also glossy. And this is a plastic bag, guys. If you are wondering, this surely is plastic bag. I haven't got any confirmation from the brand, but I'm sure this is plastic bag, and it can be prone to scratching in this particular area, not on these areas obviously, because it's matte finish and you won't really notice anything there. So the fingerprints and smudges also won't be easily seen on this area. Here, yes, it would be, but obviously for these kind of phones, we usually have a case placed on it, because of the fact that people usually care about their phones, and even though it might add to the weight and thickness of the device, even the brand is offering you the case on the for the back of the device. So obviously most of us would be using it, and this is how it would look like with the case on. So the Milky Way edition, yes, it does change the look of it quite a bit, because this is not a completely transparent rubber cover. It's actually a dark rubber cover, dark transparent, and it does change the look of it, but depends on user to user. In case you are someone who wants to use the phone without the back cover, this is how it looks like, and it actually looks much different from what it is with the case on it. So this is the Realme X7 Max Milky Way edition. Now if we go into the setup of this device, obviously you know most of the specs of this phone. I would again give you a quick understanding of it. So this phone comes with a proper very good 120 Hz refresh rate display with the Super AMOLED technology and 360 Hz touch sampling rate. And not just that, it has the 179-gram weight, and this was one of the best reasons for me to recommend this one. I mean, I actually like this device for the fact that it is not even 180 grams in weight. A very light phone, a very comfortable to hold in the hand, and it is 8.4 mm in thickness, not that thick. So a very comfortable device. You don't even feel like you're holding a heavy phone. In the current market, you know that most of the smartphones that we see are pretty heavy and large as well. So this is one of those exceptions. Now, internally it has the Dimensity 1200, the first phone in the market to have Dimensity 1200, and you have 12 GB of RAM in this particular variant, Android 11 based Realme UI 2.0, and 256 GB storage in total, out of which 238 GB is available to the user. And apart from that, it's Realme UI 2.0, so you know most of the features here are pretty good in terms of what is offered for things like, if you go into the convenience tools, screen recording, where you have the option of microphone plus system sound support, and you also have the assistive ball gesture and motion features as well. I mean, there are quite a lot of gesture and motion features given here, and obviously Realme UI offers quite a lot of features there. And this is not a fingerprint sensor on the side or back of the phone. It's an in-display fingerprint sensor thanks to the AMOLED display over here. And you have a headphone jack. That's something very important and also very helpful. You have a headphone jack, you have the USB Type-C port, the microphone and speaker grill towards the bottom. On the top you have the secondary microphone offered here, and on the left you have the SIM card access area and the volume rocker button, and on the right you have the power button. So that's how this looks on the physical aspect. And internally the phone has the stainless steel vapor cooling chamber, which has 100% coverage of all the heat sources. Even though I would say, in terms of how much I've used this phone, I would say that yes, it does heat up. It goes up to 50 degrees when you're actually playing games and recording them, or also streaming from this particular smartphone. I've already done that, a few streams on our gaming channel, which you can check out in the link below. But obviously that heating has not really led to some thermal throttling or some issues with the performance, but it does heat up. That's one major thing. Now with the cameras, as said, there's a primary 64 MP IMX682 sensor on the back of the phone. There's also an 8 megapixel wide angle camera, 2 megapixel macro camera, and the battery capacity here is 4500 mAh. And that's the good thing, because even though it's a 4500 mAh battery, it doesn't seem that heavy. And the phone is protected with the IPX4 rating, and that helps in protection against some accidental spills, and also it is a sweat proof device. You can't obviously dunk it in water and say that it has to be protected. It's not possible that way. That's it guys, this was all about what is offered in terms of the specifications and features, and this was a quick overview of the design. As you can see, it does look great. I mean, looks wise it's a very good phone, but you can clearly see that with this couple of minutes of usage, you can see that there are fingerprints on this particular area, which has to be cleaned. And whenever you're cleaning it with a cloth or even with any other source, you might see it scratching in a longer term usage. So it depends. You can use a case, or you can flaunt this design and have some risks involved. So that's it guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.